Hey, Max here. We're in the studio on day number 11 on the castle expansion, and I've got a little tower thing going here. So, in the original build, the bell tower is here, and that since we've changed the size of all this, it's just different to this section. So, I'm trying to come up with a build that will kind of flow with what I'm doing here. I want to leave this open because the castle is going to come this way, and well, this might be reworked on the size for the next section. I don't know, but it's there, so I know what I'm doing. And I kind of like this. So I think the next wall, once I get it here, will kind of help make this flow. But I kind of like how that ends up turning out there. So I think I'm happy with this. And I want to keep this here also, but it's kind of straight through here. So I'm thinking, can I redo this chimney and maybe get these arches here, fitting them in this way. So I think I might rebuild this section here and try to get a little archway in for this like little alcove, and then I can continue my build and just do a tower along the top here. So I think that's what I'm going to try here on our 11th day. Just kind of rework this section and see what we come up with. All right, got everything nice and tidied up here, and don't mind the bent table with everything being off here. Once we get all this set together, it'll set in there nicely. So just start out at the bottom here with this third cottage being done. We did manage to get our aqueduct system in, getting our water pushed that way. And I really like that inverted upside down build with the arches there to get that 1x5 filled in there. So like it. And we've got our arch in here that I was talking about. We've got that up there. And we'll open this guy up. But this is the way this build will sit with the main castle, and you can still open all these up and make it look pretty massive. We're getting there. Next thing that I'm going to change that just keeps bugging me, and I changed it on the other cottage when I reversed it, are these studs hanging out here. I will put a 1x2 in there and do the 1x4 and just fill in one. Lego didn't put any 1x1 bricks in this set, just bricks. They use other things to fill them in, and it drives me bananas because then I got to use 1x1s on my own, which is okay. Now, with this being phase number 2, I have dipped into my own collection to start modifying things and start building things out. So now that we're into this particular section, you're going to need other parts to start doing this stuff. So let's take a look at this guy here opened up. Comes apart there. Got our aqueduct there. And this side here, this is reflecting, if you open up the build, that's what this is. So, and I like how it turned out. We have our notch here for our hinge, and we don't need one down here because it just fits in nicely. But it just splits right here at the middle. And at the top here, I've got my 1x4 hanging over on a tile here. I just like this whole piece rather than throwing 2 of these guys on there, those singles, and doing all that. So I really like the look of this one better. This whole section here was kind of rebuilt. I didn't want to put another bell tower in. Having 2 bell towers beside each other was kind of silly. Maybe having one, or maybe I've got 2 in a castle. Typically you only have 1, but we're going to have 2 at least. Maybe a third one up on the main keep. I don't know. Probably not. But here's this guy. Back to this guy here. I keep thinking way ahead of what I'm doing. In the interior here, one thing we changed, we just added a railing here because we got the steps going up this way. There's no harpsichord going in there. But for the interior, we haven't done anything with it yet. So let's swing this guy around this side for the main changes that we did. I really like this here. And this is left open because I'm going to continue the castle this way and get some more walls in and hopefully tie this in to the keep once we start that. This might be a mountain area. I really want to get a good mountain. A lot of these little things here, like these little sections, it's a mountainside castle, but I really want to get a good mountain in and really get it built up for this keep. That's really good. It's going to be built on that side. One thing that did change here, Lego left this just the studs open in their particular build, which is okay. It's a little landing there, but the studs are just bugging me because it's so open. You actually see it a little bit better. So we just threw some tiles onto there. We rebuilt this guy here. This support that they use is, to me, hideously ugly with your technicals hanging out. I don't know if they were doing that for ventilation, thinking, hey, this is the way castles were done. Not mine. I'm going to delete these. I will rebuild this eventually. I don't know when, but that'll be changed out at some point. And I really like this one better. My first one that I didn't do masonry bricks all the way up. I interchanged them with some regular bricks and just kind of connecting it. It's a much stronger. This one's not strong at all. The first one is much stronger. It's a much better build, but I like this one aesthetically. It looks nicer. This wall here is just its own little wall. If I decide to change this out later and do something here, I can. So that's why I left that like that, and try to make my work later a little bit easier. So let me get this camera off here, and we'll take a look at this top on what I did up here. Okay, so up in here we have access to our tower, which I really like. I want to try to get all of the towers access. I know it's not going to happen, but we have our ladder here still, and you can climb up to this section and still get over to here. This one, no access, can't get up there. It's just the bell tower, and that is just the way that it's built. I'm not going to change it. Lego did it that way, and I'm going to leave it. But all my towers, I'm going to try to get them access because I feel it's very important to do that. But that is our build for our cottage for phase 2. So we're going to keep on with phase 2. I really like how this turned out, and we're going to keep adding on. So we'll see you guys later.